Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Another retro style review here in the kitchen, like the good old days of 4 years ago. We got another gluten-free beer here. This should be interesting. I saw Jay just review this. This is the Dogfish Head Tweason'ale, a gluten-free sorghum-based ale brewed with strawberries and buckwheat honey. And because it's gluten-free, it has the nutritional facts: 170 calories, 1 gram of protein. That's interesting. Ingredients: water, sorghum syrup, strawberries, honey, hops, tin yeast, and it's 6% ABV. And that's about it. So let's pour this bitch. Alright, well, it looks like a glass of orange soda there. You can see it's pretty highly carbonated, pretty clear, just a little bit of haze to it, not much of a head on there, just a kind of a soapy coating. Smells pretty good. I mean, I can definitely smell strawberry. There's kind of a berry scent to it. I mean, it's not a very aromatic beer. Has a bit of a seltzer kind of taste to it, like a strawberry seltzer kind of, I guess. Kind of sweet smelling. Doesn't really smell like the typical sorghum beer. So, see how it tastes. Cheers. That's interesting. The first half of that first swig there, it kind of tasted like strawberry seltzer water or strawberry club soda or something like that. You know, pretty fizzy, light kind of Kool-Aid kind of strawberry taste to it. I mean, it says strawberries on here for the ingredients, not like strawberry extract or strawberry flavor or anything. So I'm assuming it's real strawberries. The second half comes and you get the sorghum kind of taste. It's you know, it's a kind of a stringency, like a very kind of tangy, almost sourness, a little bit of a sharp edge to it. There's a noticeable tartness through the middle. It kind of reminds me of like a Berliner Weiss, or you know, some kind of very, 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 very mild, like Belgian goose or sour or lambic or whatever. You know, kind of a little bit of like that familiar, you know, fruit tartness you get in a beer like that. Don't really get much of the honey in here. You know, it's just kind of probably just adding to the sweetness, giving it a little bit more mouthfeel. Although it says the mouthfeel on here is remarkably thin. It's thin, it's fizzy, it kind of feels like a soda. It goes down pretty smooth, pretty clean aftertaste. This has, you know, I can still notice and taste that sorghum funk or whatever you want to call it, that sorghum bite at the end. It's there. It's not as noticeable as it is in some other beers. Although I think the Steadfast Pale Ale actually has more genuine beer flavor up front. It has way more hops than this. Because this is more of like a, I don't know, it's like a gluten-free chick beer. I guess that'd be the best way to describe it. It doesn't really taste like a Dogfish Head beer, even, you know, for a gluten-free beer from them. You know, 6%, it is weird because it kind of feels something like 4.5%, 5%, 5.5%, you know, percent tops. Just really doesn't really have a whole lot of energy or body to it, especially considering the mouthfeel is so thin and fizzy. But yeah, I mean, this is good. I think I like the Steadfast Pale Ale a little better, but this is probably the second best gluten-free beer I've ever had. As a beer in general, it's alright. I wouldn't turn this down. I can drink this. But it's very expensive. I think it's like $4 for one bottle. So, I will honestly give this a thumbs up, but just barely. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 to the Dogfish Head Tweason'ale. There we go. You know, definitely one of the best, you know, sorghum gluten-free beers I've had. But, you know, a little kind of obviously gimmicky, which makes it forgivable, but whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.